Welcome back to the Garcia Center, and for our art project I am Mr. Eugene, and today we're making our fall leaves. Last week we did our abstraction with watercolor or washable markers. This time we'll be making leaves, and for our leaves shapes you can either use this template you get with your kit. There's 3 different types of leaf types. You can use those leaves or you can make up your own. For this sample I'm going to just draw it on my own. And I'll draw maybe about 3 leaves, but for yours you can probably draw maybe like 5 to maybe 7 leaves on your paper to fill out the paper more. But I'm gonna just draw a simple leaf shape, almost like an eye, and then more fancier leaf. And they can be different sizes. And again, they don't have to be perfect. A lot of times you see fallen leaves, they're cracked or broken. And like one more leaf type that kind of looks like a spades in the playing card deck. So I have my 3 different types of leaves here. And again, do more than 3, try to do 5, maybe 7, maybe even like 8 or 10 leaves just to fill out your page. But now I got this part done to drawing with pencil. I want to start drawing where my leaves are to go with marker. And because this is fall, we're choosing more warm and neutral colors such as orange, brown, red, yellow. And the blue, we're going to save it for the background. And you notice a lot of these colors are, especially the orange, red, and yellow, are warm colors. So that's going to pop even more once we have our cool color in the background, the color blue. But what we're going to start with is just draw the outer part of the leaf. Again, you need washable markers, a cup of water, and brushes. And also I'm going to do some of the veining part, the inner part of the leaf. Just lines going in, spreading out almost like a tree branch, but in the leaf. And with my brush, I'm going to put some water. And I'm going to bring the red inward. So I keep that red in the shape of the leaf. So I'm pushing inward with the water and the brush. And it's good that they bleed in together, the brown and the red, they can. Right now they're kind of bleeding in together. And if you want more red, you can always put a little bit more on the outside at the edge and then pull it back in. And if it's too red, you can put water in your brush. And see, I think it's too much red, and it picks up. Just scrub it down and it kind of takes some of the color away. If you want to make it lighter. See how much lighter that section got when I added more water, and I'm lifting it up, the water and the ink of the marker back into my container. That's one thing. So that's one thing you can do with these. So we're treating like a watercolor. Now I'm going to work on the brown, the veining of the leaf. And I have one leaf completed. I start another leaf. I'm going to try to use I'll use the orange. Trace around the orange. Maybe a little heavier on one side, lighter orange on the other. And let's see, maybe I'll try to use a red vein for this leaf. See how that looks. Again, with your brush, just wet it. And try to push inward the leaf shape so it stays within the leaf. And if it bleeds out a little bit, that's fine. And you can tell the red kind of disappeared, so I'll go ahead and just use the brown to draw it in. And maybe I'll just soften it up a little bit by wetting it and pushing the brown out. Then I have my second leaf. My third leaf, I'm going to go ahead and use yellow. Color more of it in, and this time I'm going to try again with the red. Maybe it'll stick out a little bit more. And then I'm going to use the brush, pull the yellow in, and the red. And again, you can make some parts darker, some parts lighter. If you want to, you can even add to that yellow. If I want to add a little orange to one side, just use your marker to draw it on, and then use your water to mix in the orange and the yellow. And you can use for all the leaves too. You don't have to leave it to one color. Again, we add some more of the red. And again, use any of the colors you like, combine any combination of them. I want to keep the leaves warm because it's to celebrate fall. So now I have my 3 leaves colored in. So we have our warm colors as our leaves, and then our cool colors will be the background, which is the sky, because these are falling from a tree. All I did was outline the leaf. Wet my brush once again. Instead of pulling inward into the leaf, I'm pulling outward to the sky. So all that blue is going upward and outward of the leaf to form the sky. And again, it's okay if it bleeds in together. It's like a watercolor. So I'm pushing out the blue. And the paper you should be using, I should have mentioned, it's a thicker paper. It's not too flimsy, not too thin, because a thicker paper would hold the water, and it most likely won't not tear with your brush and the water and scrubbing the brush against the paper. So you see I kind of pulled all that blue from that one little section. Now I'm going to try to pull out the blue from this other section right here that I laid out. Pull out the blue, pulling out to the white. And you can scrumble in the color, move it around. Add more blue down here. Maybe it's probably a heavier blue. If you want a heavier blue or darker blue, just add more marker. See, it's a lot more heavier. A more brighter blue, and again just pull it out. So I'm pushing towards I'm pulling the paint and the water away from the leaf, and if it bleeds in with the leaf, that's fine. It gives a nice effect, but I'm trying to cover the background as much as possible. So you see here I have my my autumn or fall leaf study. I have 3 leaves, but again, may do 5 or more. And think of the leaves as being the warm colors, the fall colors as yellow, brown, orange, and red. And the background will be the blue, the cool color will be your sky. And that is it for today, and I'll see you next time for our next project.